Hello, everybody, and welcome to part number 17 of FHM6. See, I got through it once without having to stutter. This is what we call the Brass Bonanza series, featuring the Hartford Whalers from the point they entered the NHL. Hence the name Brass Bonanza, because that song, da 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 da, that's the song of the Hartford Whalers, who were once the New England Whalers. This is season number 2. November 8th, 1980 is going to be the play date. So let me just fix that graphic, as I always like to do. Always fix graphics on the fly. It shows transparency. That's kind of my motto. And I'm recording this on the 19th of September of 2020, hours before the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Dallas Stars meet in the 2020 real life Stanley Cup. So when we last left you, they had just beaten St. Louis, they being Hartford, 5-1 to open the 80-81 campaign, but it hasn't really gone all that well for Hartford since. They played Buffalo in the third game and got beat 8-2. Then they have since played Philadelphia, beat them pretty good 4-1, and Montreal beat them 7-1. And early on in November, they played St. Louis again, got beat 9-5, and they have been struggling. And we'll take a look at the standings in the NHL. We're in last place in this division Hartford is in. I just want to see the division my division is in. Kind of a play off that old Kenny Rogers song, may he rest in peace. We're 6-7-1. We have 13 points, but we have played one more game than the four other teams. Los Angeles 6-6-1. Detroit doing a little better this year, 6-5-2. Pittsburgh is 8-4-1, and Montreal 8-3-2. So there's only 5-point difference between the five teams, so that's good. But tonight it's a tall order for Hartford. They get Philadelphia's Flyers, who are always a very tough team. And we're going to get this going here. Okay. Read all messages. That'll probably help me get to the game. Not enough skaters to create lineup for Hartford. Ooh! How did that happen? And I am back. I have figured out what was wrong. I had too few players. I needed 23 dressed players. I only had 19. So I made a couple of minor trades, picking up the worst players possible from the Washington Capitals. I picked up a couple, brought up a few from Binghamton, my minor league team. And we're ready to go. To drop the puck, Hartford and Philadelphia. That might be why my team hasn't been doing so well as of late. It's going to be John Garrett in goal and Mark Howe against Bill Barber, and my graphics look a little screwy. I don't know why that is. Can you tell I don't play this game a lot when I'm in my spare time? Okay, let's drop it and let's go. And the first penalty goes to Hengsleben and Bob Kelly. Ooh, they got in a little scrap. Philadelphia playing the intimidation game early. And we'll see what happens here. I had to figure out real quick how to trade and how to bring up players from my minors, because prior to that, I didn't know how to do it, and I didn't need to do it the first season I played. So this is November 8, 1980, and Hartford in last place. Philadelphia, they just played, and Philadelphia, I think, beat them like 4-1 earlier in the season. And next week we'll have a game from December, and we'll go through the months, and then we will go through the playoff series, should we be fortunate enough to make it. Quiet game so far. Shots are 9-all. Now Philadelphia taking the lead on shots at 13-9, 14-9. 6 minutes left in the first period. No score. here's the first scoring chance. And it goes to Philadelphia. Bobby Clark with an assist from Ryan Propp and Reggie Leach. And it's 1-0 in favor of Philly. Game is in Hartford at the Hartford Civic Center. 2 minutes to go. Elbowing by Andre Lacroix. And that's going to put Philly in the power play. And they're going to take quick advantage of it. And a goal. Clark scores. Barber and Leach with the assists. This is a recording, and it's 2-0 in favor of Philadelphia. It might go from bad to worse. Oh! Bobby Clark with a hat trick. And it's only the first period. 1:38 gone by. Hartford had a couple of injuries prior to this game on November 8th in the last two games, and that's why they were shorthanded, and I had to pull up some minors, and I also made a minor trade with Washington. I gave them draft choices in the next draft, like the last two, like the 9th and 10th picks. Not a good start for the Whalers. It's 3-0 Flyers with the second period just starting. We're getting outshot pretty bad, 24-12. They say the 3-0 lead is the most dangerous lead in hockey, usually for the team leading. And we'll see what happens here for Philly or for Hartford. Goal! That is Rick Chartrand with an assist from Al Sims and Andre Lacroix, and it's 3-1. So, as Don Cherry often says, that 3-0 lead can be dangerous. A holding penalty, and Hartford gives it right back. Al Sims gets called for holding. 2:24 into the second period. And we'll see what else happens here. Philly out shooting Hartford pretty bad, 26-15. Which means that would lead me to believe right now that our defense is pretty porous, and I probably should have done a better job on the offseason drafting for defense. And that first win against the defending champion St. Louis Blues was kind of deceiving because it hasn't translated into wins the rest of the season. Midway through the game now, it's still 3-1. Lots of shots being taken, 30-17 right now in favor of the Flyers. 5 minutes 20 seconds, and the only goal right now is Chartreuse. 3 minutes gone by. It's kind of embarrassing when you don't even know your own players. 2 minutes gone, 2 minutes left, and it's been a quiet game for most of the second period. 20-10, boom. It's 3-1. Shots are 37-17 Philadelphia. So this Philly team got from the Hartford team got from very good to very bad real quickly. But there's still a lot of time to recover. I don't know what's going up with the face gen here. And a boarding call against Eddie Johnstone. So, note to self, the next time we're short of dress players, just bring some players up from your minor league team. 13 minutes left. This has not been a good game for Hartford. Philly kicking our butts like they did in the first meeting. Here's a scoring chance for somebody. It looks like Philly. Bobby Clark has scored 3 goals in this game. And another one that is Bridgman, assists by Clark and Leach. Bobby Clark having a whale of a game. He's got 3 goals and an assist. And it's 4-1 Philly. And all of this is telling me my Whalers are not all that good right now. 8 minutes left. And that was the story with the real life Hartford Whalers, is that they had a good first season, but they could not follow up with success in the subsequent seasons. Interference on Jim Warner of Hartford, and it's going to be another power play. Boarding against Bob Daly of Philly. Of course, Philly at this point in history is known for their scrapping, known for their fighting, and known not to be intimidated. And this is tripping against Serge Bodine. So can Hartford score on the power play? At least make it look respectable, even though the shots. Oh, there you go. Goal by Mark Howe, assist from Jordy Douglas and Ray Neufeld. 4-2, even though Philadelphia really blew us away on shots, 47-23. Final minute, and that's going to do it. A 4-2 win for Philadelphia, which looked a lot closer on the scoreboard than it will on the stat sheet. Stars of the game, Bobby Clark, of course. Mark Howe is going to get a star, and Reggie Leach picked up 3 assists. So we got a long way to go this season. And we'll continue. We'll look at the standings again, if I can find them. So I need to play this game off camera a little more. I think that's the problem too. Hartford is 6-8-1, 13 points. They're tied for last place. 4-3 at home, 2-5-1 on the road. And Philadelphia is 8-6-1. They're playing a little better. And it showed, at least in this game. And I hope you enjoyed it. I'll have a little splicing to do on Pinnacle when this is over with. And we'll be back next week to show you the December game of the 1980-81 Hartford Whalers. This has been Big Paulie coming to you. We wish you well, no matter where you are, no matter when you see this. Godspeed and God bless, and bye-bye for now, everybody.